knows when I pull up to my show? My enemies trying to suck me on the low.
Alright guys, so here's what I've got going on with the 9.3 small turbo project. I did a valve cover gasket not too long ago because I was having a pretty gnarly oil leak coming from it. Now I've got to do an oil pan and the oil level sensor, but looks like I've got to drop the subframe and whatnot to get to it. So I'm just waiting on a good day off to do so. But other than that, got all the trim taken off. About to get a whole dip job, especially because I had to replace this door here. Went to the junkyard, pulled this door because the previous owner had wrecked it and the door is pretty trashed. So I went ahead and replaced that with that one. Also, every single wheel on this thing is curved. They could not take corners to save their lives. They were that graphite color, but I went ahead and painted them black to kind of hide that curbing so much. I'd call it rash, but I mean there's chunks of it taken out. So it's way more than a rash. But when you're standing away from the car, you can hardly tell. A little bit more of the damage. I'm going to sand it down a little bit so when we get it dipped, hopefully that's not going to be so noticeable. Other than that, it's pretty mint. Went ahead and also pulled a full exhaust system from the junkyard. This has got a 2.5 inch with a resonator about mid-pipe all the way back and splits into two to a dual exhaust. And then up here, right after the downpipe, I also have a cutout. Now, it did have the electric butterfly valve on it, but it had shorted out on me. So I'm waiting to try and get in touch with this bullshit company that sold me these parts because there's no way in hell to get in touch with them. This thing shorted out and fucked up, and this also shorted out. So I'm pretty lost on that one. Gonna figure out, see if I can make this one a manual controlled. I don't know yet, we gotta see. But other than that oil pan, my next project now is I noticed this headlight here is snapped up at the top. There should be a brace holding the headlight in right there. So my brother, he had went to the junkyard the other day and he let me know he was there, so I was like, oh dude, pull me some headlights and stuff. So he went ahead and got me headlights. That's what he did, he destroyed his wheels. Hydroplane smashed the driver's side onto a curb. And I don't know if you can tell, but it's got a pretty gnarly dent in it. But I don't know what we're gonna do with this. Probably make some furniture out of it. But back to what I was talking about. I've used a heat gun to get all of this stuff loose and cut it with a razor blade. And I've pulled out the silver backing just like this stuff here, but I'm leaving this because of the blinker. I've cut the pigtail connector off. This is the low beams and this is the high beams. I'm still not sure what I'm going to do with the high beams, but I know for the low beams I'm getting about like a 6-inch LED light bar to go in here and mount it right here. Then quite possibly going to get a expensive pod to wire into the high beam, so I still have a high beam option. Not 100% sure yet. I might just go with low beams only. I'll figure that out on the way though. Right now I'm just waiting on what light bars I should get. I'm going to be ordering some test fitting just loosely wiring them up and seeing how bright they are with the cover on. But once I get that, I feel like that would look pretty cool. I've seen a lot of people do it with older SAABs, but not anything newer. Not like an 03 and up. Seen it on the old 9.5s, Suicide SAAB. He's got the rear wheel drive conversion going on. You know, he's got them. He's a bit of inspiration, even though this is a new gen 9.3. He's got that OG 9.5. Other than that, I'm trying to find some mesh product so I can make a mesh grill down here, because I just don't like the stock one I have. I don't know if I want to make it mesh or what's going to happen with it. I would like to have a intercooler showing from the front, but I don't know if I truly feel like getting up in here and moving the radiator to the back and the intercooler up front. Just seems like a little extra trouble for me. I've got all of my side trim painted black right now, and the lights right there, they've got a tint. They look way better than they did before. They were a really dull gray color. So that's good. I've got new badges for the car. The old badges were faded, but I'm not going to stick those on yet until we have paint on the car. I've got the grill painted, and I thought I had the oil leak figured out, so it was going to go into the shop earlier this week, but I noticed that the oil is still pretty bad, and I can't pull that into a booth with that oil leak, so I'm not going to risk ruining this guy's paint booth with oil. I'm sure that's not a good combination, but as soon as I get the oil leak figured out and get the car painted, I guess next on the list would be going to get some wheels for it, eventually lower it. My girlfriend will be driving the car, and she's a new driver, so I'm not going to put too much expensive stuff on it before she's real comfortable with driving, because I don't feel like loading this thing full of money and then it getting wrecked. So we'll see how that goes in the next couple of months. So other than that, I think that'll be it for this video. I'm going to have like a tutorial on this headlight project coming up soon. If you have any recommendations for 6-inch LED light bars, let me know. It'd be much appreciated. Other than that, I'm going to try and get a lot of content pushed out of this page shortly, doing any projects or any maintenance I do on the SAAB over here. So give me a follow and give the video a thumbs up, and you'll hear back from me.